As you can see there, just had a new delivery, so without further ado, I'm going to show you what I've got, and then we'll start going through the process of sticking it on the bike. Cheers. Cool then, let's get cracking. Oh, she's double bagged for extra protection, eh? Boosh. Nice little Husqvarna Clutch sleeve protector. Husqvarna cap. And then lastly, for the fairy liquid hands, you get the nice little grip donuts. Cool then, so these little grip donuts, these are excellent. You can just stick them on your bar ends, put them up to the stop on your grips, and then they help you, I say help you, they reduce the risk of any sort of hard wear and tear on your hands, especially if you're a new biker like myself. These little bad boys, your hands will go straight up against them, and then because you kind of got that death grip and you push it in as much as you can, these will be a lot easier on your hands compared to the original plastic. So yeah, come in a pack of 2, fairly cheap. I can't remember how much they cost, but they're available for from all your Husqvarna outlets. So let's move on to the next one then. Baseball cap. Do you even own a bike if you don't own the baseball cap to match it? Gosh. Quite a smart cap. So yeah, that's that one. Actor then. So as you can see then, this comes in 2 parts. You've got this part here that goes over the chain, and yeah, it's direct replacement. This is your sleeve protector. If your chain snaps, your chain's not going to sort of whack your clutch sleeve. It's going to hit this and hopefully protect it. I think it was about 50 quid. Does the job, as they say. We're going to start off then. First little modification to the bike is just going to be these little bad boys, little hoops, the little donuts, and it is simply a case of sliding them on. So I'm just going to do that right now, and this small little cost will help you. Poor little hands sit comfortably against the plastic. There's the second one. On it goes. Right then, for the fitting of your sleeve protector, you're going to need to remove this screw, and this screw here. And then this part will be replaced with the other part that's got the cutout section here, ready for the new cover to sit in this area here. This screw will go back where it came from, and this one will be replaced with the new one that was supplied with the guard. So to get cracking then, we're going to use the T30 and the T40 Torx. You can use a spanner to take off these bolts here, but I'd prefer to use the Torx for the whole thing. So with the T40, we're going to pull this one off here. So that's loosened off inside. Swap this over. Take this one off. So as simple as that then. That's the first one out. And now we can pull this black guard out. actually. I just need a bit more unscrewing. Job done. So I'm just going to continue with the rest of the removal then. The last bolt out just by using the T30. Don't worry about putting air in the system of the servo. It's a sealed unit and it just houses the plunger, so it's all good to go once you put the screws back in. And so we're going to put the guard on, the new guard. So that will go on there. We will put on the new screw that slides nicely into the bottom there, and then that will bite in nicely. So that's the first one fitted in nicely then. Obviously this is the longer one of the two because you got to factor in the extra width of the metal of the blue guard. Now we're going to stick the new plastic part back in. So this will sit there, and I'll start to do this one first with the original bolt going through. He says. Winds me up when it doesn't bite, man. So as always with these casing parts then, don't over tighten because you'll end up stripping the threads. A lot easier. I'm glad I took that cover off actually because that air filter looks quite dry. So I need to sort that out. That bolt is just fitting nicely now, which is well good. So yeah, that's a lesson. Take off the plastic. Just do that up. That's all good. Look at that. Nice and simple. Fold it. And that then, just simple little bit of work. And you got some more protection then on your clutch. Because you don't want this breaking and leaking everywhere, leaving you in a tight spot somewhere. So that's back on. T40 and T30 like I said, and that is that then. So hopefully it's straight back on.